One night I had a particularly vivid dream. I was backing out of a beach cave as an indigenous man was throwing spears at me. As the spears hit the ground, each turned into a snake. I followed these snakes as they slithered out of the cave. They led me onto the beach where I encountered a huge metallic object that seemed to be intelligent. It had a big round belly on spindly metallic legs and a long trunk curiously moving around my face, looking at me. A red light at the end of the trunk gave me the impression that it was recording my image. At that moment, I was awoken by a cricket chirping very loudly in the kitchen.
The next day I asked an Indigenous colleague what the dream might have meant. She said the ancestors were prompting Gavin to make a change in his life, and the cricket was a lucky sign that the change would be positive.
Since then, we have paid attention to the sounds of crickets and cicadas. In fact, at the moment, a symphony of crickets and cicadas outside my window is so loud that it is hard to pay attention to anything else. While working on the sound design for Charmed, I was inspired by the work of Schafer and his concepts of acoustic ecology. Somewhere along the line, crickets and acoustic ecology came together and turned into the silent swarm. Suzumushi is really about the silent cricket. But why silent, you may ask? Schafer's work shows that many species evolve calls that fit acoustic niches, which makes complete sense, because what value is a call if no one can hear you? The crickets in Suzumushi have become silent because their calls cannot be heard over the din of human-produced sound pollution. Instead, they communicate via onomatopoeia on their backs and over radio frequency, inhabiting one of the human-regulated bandwidths.
The close proximity to humans and living in human-made environments has shaped the evolution of the crickets in Suzumushi. Not only have they evolved to communicate within this new environment, but it's also shaped their calls, as the swarm of Suzumushi crickets is slowly replacing their onomatopoeia with text scraped from human networks, more specifically searches at the library database made by the public.